Tonight, it's a spectacular movie premiere. Drew Barrymore's the little girl who must save Toyland from the clutches of evil.
I want everyone destroyed. Who are you?
She's Toyland's only hope, but she'll need the help of the Karate Kid's Pat Morita.
You must remember to keep the child in you alive.
Richard Mulligan is the evil Barnaby, and Eileen Brennan is Mother Hubbard in this holiday musical for kids of all ages. The all-new Babes in Toyland.
Bad and worse. There's some kind of bumper storm heading Ohio way tonight. Road conditions will become extremely hazardous as the evening wears on. But the best advice is to just stay home. Repeat, stay home.
Any word from Mom yet?
Traffic advisories have just been issued.
That'll be her.
US 30.
I wonder where she's stuck this time.
31 and 42 are now being
Hi,
closed
Mom.
to all but
Lisa,
emergency-
how did you know it was me? I just knew. Where are you?
I'm at a gas station in Midvale. I'm having chains put on the car.
I'm hungry, Mom.
Okay, Joey. I have a couple of more things that I have to do. So I'll be home in about an hour, okay?
Okay.
Will you be all right for a little bit till we get home?
Mom, I'm 11 years old. Not a child.
I'm starving. All right, I'll be just a minute.
Mom, don't worry about a thing. Just take care of yourself and Joey, and dinner will be ready when you get home.
Hey, we put on your chains. Your
All right.
chains.
Honey, I gotta go. They're putting the chains on Joey now.
They're what?
I mean my car. I gotta go find Joey something to eat. Okay?
Great. Bye-bye.
Okay, come on, Jaws. Feeding time.
Finally. You didn't put these away again, Mary.
I got you a great present. Don't ask what it is. It's a surprise.
I bet it's a new blender. We could really use one for the family. Well, then what is it?
I won't tell you.
You're a rat.
I love you too. It's a sled.
A sled?
I thought for a change you might want something fun.
Oh, I think a sled's a terrific present. I love you.
You're a rat. Okay, take it easy and watch TV until Mom and Joey get home, okay?
Okay.
Okay. There's no need to redecorate the house or anything before we all get back.
Are you warm?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Take care.
Attention, Christmas shoppers! Stuffed whales have just now been reduced to $3.98 an aisle 11. Yes, sirree, we got a whale on a sale. Ho, 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 $3.98, aisle 11.
Hi, Jackie. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Busy, busy.
Come on, you sell the lousy whales. What do you think this is, some kind of holiday?
I have a price down over here.
And the top story here tonight in Cincinnati is the weather. And here's Gail with an update.
As of 10 p.m., the giant Canadian storm continues to surge its way south. Blizzard conditions are now being reported from many areas in the Midwest. The high winds and heavy snowfall are expected to reach us here in the Cincinnati area during the next hour. Now, more local.
Hi. How about a quick Christmas pizza at Capone's before I drop you home?
Jack, I don't think I could eat 3 pizzas.
Who said anything about 3?
Well, I got 2 other offers.
Oh, here we go again. The Delilah of the 5 and dime.
Mary! Lisa, what are you doing here? Sorry, I tried to call, but the phones are down. Mary, you gotta come home right away. It said on TV there's gonna be a big blizzard hitting Cincinnati in an hour. It's really bad.
Do Mom and Joey get home?
No, not yet.
My Jeep's got 4-wheel drive. I'll take you both home. Someone should tell Barney to close the store.
That's like saying someone should tell King Kong to get out of the jungle. Anyway, here comes your big chance.
I'll come back for you as soon as he's gone, okay?
Lisa, get down into the camera. I don't want him to see you here.
Hi there, beautiful. I've been watching you with the teddy bears. What do you think of running here? A charity bazaar?
Merchandise was faulty. There was no refund. The customer took a punching bag in exchange and was quite satisfied.
One thing I can say for you, Angela, is your personal merchandise is by no means faulty. But when I say push the teddy bears, I mean push the teddy bears. Clear?
I'm not a salesperson, Mr. Barney. I'm customer service, and I was doing my job.
Doing your job is pleasing me, which in your case would not be difficult, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
You know, for a smart-looking girl, you're really pretty dumb. Don't you know it's better business to be nice to the boss than to some pretty stock boy with his fingers in the till?
Don't you talk to Mary like that.
What the heck is that?
That is my sister, and she is absolutely right. Mr. Barney, I suggest that you keep your smutty thoughts to yourself and stop making cheap accusations about a nice guy like Jack Fenton.
Oh, yeah, well, with your attitude, you could be out of here real quick. You know that?
With your attitude, I could be out of here right now. There's a blizzard out there. It's Christmas Eve, and I'm going to take my baby sister home. Mary. I know. You're not a baby. You're 11 years old. And if you had any conscience, which I know that you don't, you'd advise all your customers to get out of here while there's still time. Come on, Lisa. Let's go find Jack.
Oh, you like that and ruin my biggest one-day ticket here? What are you, crazy? It's...
Just like Barney. Fenton, to the big guy. He's got it. Over the head, too.
Come on, Jack. Let's go.
What happened?
I just told King Kong what he could do with his jungle.
All right. Good for you, pal. Careful. I don't think His Majesty was too happy. Bears.
Oh, Miss Piper!
What is it, Mr. Barney?
I have a little Christmas present for you. You're fired.
What for?
What for? Why, for spreading panic among my customers over some 2-bit snowstorm?
$29.95, please.
And you're fired too, Fenton. And you're fired. Both fired. For sabotage.
Who is first?
Oh, nothing to worry about, folks. No, it's just a little snowstorm. Please go. You go right on shopping. And for the next hour, there is a free teddy bear with every purchase over $75.
Excuse me, everybody. I just heard on TV there's going to be a major snowstorm hitting Cincinnati any minute. It's Christmas Eve. You should all go home while you still can.
Give me that, you midget monster. Nothing to worry about, folks. That was just a false alarm. Please, come on now. It's just a little snow. I mean, what do you expect? It's Christmas. Christmas time is snow time, and in no time it'll be Christmas again.
Congratulations, Miss Piper, on winning the first annual Sister of the Year award.
Oh, Mary, Mountain Master. They're the best, and so are you.
Put that back, you little creep. That's stolen property.
It costs exactly half of the salary that you owe me, Mr. Barney.
Well, you can sue me for the other half.
Come on, Lisa.
And you two. The two of you, you can sue me too.
That's just what we'll do. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Why? Free at last. Out of Barney's stupid store forever! Careful! Lisa, get in the back.
Get that seatbelt around the sled, Lisa.
It won't reach.
Lisa, do you really like the sled? I mean, you weren't just putting on an act back in the store, were you?
No, this is going to be the best Christmas in the history of the world.
Right here in Cincinnati. Welcome to glorious Cincinnati, Queen of Ohio's alpine ski resorts. I come from
C-I-N-C-I-N-N-A-T-I, Cincinnati,
the best town in
Ohio, USA.
At first they called it Cincy, but since Cincy is so natty, they named it Cincinnati, so they say.
Hey, the girls are pretty, pretty in this gritty little city.
The fellers are the feistiest I've seen.
And when it comes to ball teams, the Reds and the Bengals small teams.
They knock the socks off all teams on the grid.
I mean, true RBG. indefensible, the facts are common sensible. To sing is invincible. Yeah, know what I mean.
Cincy's more than merely natty.
She's Ohio's Maserati. Cincinnati's at the center of the scene. Eileen True argues indefensible. Yeah!
Well, he doesn't deserve a wedding cake anyway.
Babes in Toyland will return after these messages.
Babes in Toyland, sponsored in part by McDonald's, where it's a good time for the great taste. And by Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles. Happy holidays from your friends in Bedrock.
Yummy Fruity Pebbles in our bowls. Oh, here comes you know who. Yabba dabba fruit, delicious do. Oh, ho, ho, I'm hungry. Santa, my pebbles. Your pebbles. 'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred. Happy holidays, pal. Oh, Fred. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast. Ho, 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 ho.
I don't want to do this.
It'll be great.
I'll be scared.
Just think how glad you'll be when you're all done and maybe we'll all go to McDonald's.
I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be... Think McDonald's. Oh, I wish I were already there instead of here playing this song. Oh, I would have a big chocolate shake, a cheeseburger, and also fries. And I would eat my fries myself and not give any to my dumb brother. Hands off and mine off mine. Open my recital is almost done. It wasn't bad, I'm still alive. And now I can have my chocolate shake, my cheeseburger, and also whoops, and also fries.
People always say it's the thought that counts. So JCPenney thought it would be nice if you could exchange any JCPenney gift at any one of our 1,400 stores without giving it a second thought.
Smarter than ever, JCPenney. You are looking at the perfect Christmas present. An amazing product of advanced technology that you could never, ever give at Christmas before. The incredible new Spectra system from Polaroid. We take your pictures seriously.
We now return to Babes in Toyland.
Excuse me, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Here, let me help you out.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Are you hurt?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's good. I'm Georgie Porgy, chief taster at the Toyland Cookie Factory. Here, have a raspberry ripple. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, look. It's Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, I know. Don't talk to him. He never stops chattering. He'll keep you there all day long. Hi, Humpty.
Always a thrill to pass the time of day with you, Georgie.
Oh, why are you in such a hurry?
Oh, it's terrible. I'm going to a wedding.
What's so terrible about going to a wedding? Excuse me, I thought they were supposed to be fun.
Not this one. My best friend Jack's sweetheart Mary is about to marry that terrible mean old yicko Barnaby, but she really loves Jack.
I didn't quite follow that, but it does sound awful.
Well, come with me. You can see for yourself. See the house on the hill? The bowling ball? That's Barnaby's house. All black, with 3 holes. He is so evil and so bizarre. Sometimes when he gets really angry, he rolls his house right down the street and knocks people over like they were 9 pins.
God, this guy sounds really weird. Why is Mary marrying this terrible old Barnaby instead of your friend?
Because Barnaby bought the mortgage on her mother's house and said he'd throw them all out in the street if she didn't. Well, Mary's too loyal a daughter to let that happen. And what's even worse, Barnaby is Jack's uncle.
Boy, for a town, it looks like so much fun. This is pretty strange stuff.
Oh, I tell you. Being rotten is the only thing that makes Barnaby happy. And being this rotten, well, I've never seen him in such a good mood.
Can't wait to meet him.
Get on it, Tuffet Muffet. Start the happy wedding song.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. May we wish you the happiest marriage anyone ever knew. May the years to come become the best years ever for you.
so much, why don't they just elope?
Because there's nowhere to elope to. It's just that Toyland is surrounded by the forest of the night, the scariest place anywhere. And even if there were somewhere to elope, Mary daren't because of what Barnaby might do to her. I mean, we're talking serious villain here.
All right, they're coming.
Who's that horrible-looking man?
That's Barnaby, with his two goons, Zach and Mac.
But Mary's so young and pretty. She can't possibly marry a hideous creature like that.
I told you it was a terrible wedding.
Don't be a silly Billy.
Would you both please step forward? Dear friends and neighbors, as Justice of the Peace of Toyland, it falls within my power to join this handsome couple. Well, anyway, this couple in matrimony. Sadly, our beloved toy master cannot be with us today due to the immense burden of his Christmas toy-making responsibilities.
Who's the toy master?
Oh, he's the most wonderful man in the whole world. Everybody loves him.
But he did send the following message to the happy couple.
If he's so wonderful, how can he let this wedding go on?
I want the two young people both to know that somehow or other, true love will always win through. Mary Contrary, do you take this man Barnaby to be your husband for better, for worse, through good times and bad, forever and ever, as long as you shall live?
For bad times and worse, I do.
Barnaby Barnacle, do you take Mary here to be your bride, to have and protect as long as you both shall live?
I do. I absolutely, yes, I do.
Now, if anyone knows any just cause why Mary and Barnaby should not be joined together, speak now, or forever hold your peace. In that case, I now pronounce you...
But she doesn't love him!
Who said that?
I did! She loves Jack, and she really shouldn't be marrying you.
Well, whoever you are, this is none of your business.
Oh, Mary, you're really making a very big mistake.
Lisa, you should come with me.
And Mrs. Hubbard, you should be ashamed forcing your poor daughter to go live in a bowling ball just to pay your mortgage.
If you know what's good for you, you little troublemaker, you keep your lips zipped.
This imposter is not a citizen of Toyland. This is an invader. Get rid of her!
Let go of me, you don't scare me.
Who are you?
I'm Lisa Piper, and I'm from Cincinnati.
Cincy Watsky?
You don't scare me, Mr. Barnacle. Let go of me.
Well, whoever you are, you will regret the day you ever set foot in Toyland.
Oh, no, I won't. Except for you, this looks like a wonderful place. And I'm glad I got here on the day Mary Contrary didn't marry you.
Let's hear it for Lisa!
Let's hear it for the girl of the hour. Let's hear it for the girl of the day. Let's cheer until the rafters echo, and after the echo has died away, we still will sing. Let's hear it for the folks who love freedom. We need 'em every day. Let's hear it for the girl of the week. Let's hear it till the rafters groan and creak. Let's hear it for the girl of the month. No more than a month, the whole year. We're glad you're really here, my dear. We're here, we're here, we're here. Let's hear it for the girl of the week. Let's hear it till the rafters hear it for the girl of the month. No more than a month, the whole year. We're glad you're really here, my dear. We're here,
Babes in Toyland will return after these messages.
Here they are, folks. AT&T lookalikes. Pass them off as the real McCoy.
They work like AT&T phones?
Yeah, they look like AT&T phones. You talk there and listen there. These are beautiful. You know, unsolicited testimonial.
Are they as reliable as my AT&T phone?
Don't I look reliable? Madam, he looks extremely reliable.
Now second-class phones even look like AT&T phones, but they still don't work like AT&T phones.
Taxi!
After all, you get what you pay for. AT&T, the right choice.
Yeah, he's got it. Got it. Yeah, he's got it. Got it. And when a man has got it, he wears Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom fashion underwear for men. It's got it. Fly fronts, colors, stripes, prints, low-rise or bikinis.
And when a man has got it, he wears Fruit of the Loom.
A man's fashion underwear.
Why you bother me, boy? Are you crazy?
I'm a chicken hawk and you're a chicken. Are you coming quietly or do I have to mush you up?
You're going at it all wrong, son. You gotta go to Kentucky Fried Chicken if you want to catch America's favorite chicken. It's a great place to get a great meal. No one makes tender, juicy chicken like the Colonel. It's finger-licking good. Here, son, let me give you a lift.
We do chicken right.
what my nose does when it smells Toast's cookies baking? When it says to my mouth, eat one, eat one. What's your mouth say? It says, that's so yummy. Must be those nasty Toast morsels. Then what does your mouth say? Nothing nasty. But then my tummy says, thank you very much for the delicious Nestle Toast cookie. Really?
Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. Everything should be this good.
The NBC Movie of the Week will return following these messages.
Monday when Al gives the tree a real trimming.
Merry Christmas!
Will the family give him the axe?
Let's move on to New Year's.
Al! Then.
An Amazing Stories encore celebration.
Got that bag and raise those mittens.
The Christmas one boy can save. Monday.
Two shirts exactly the same, but one has to make an awful lot of stops before it reaches the store. But Outlet Park plays another strategy. To save you money, their stores get name brand merchandise straight from the manufacturer. Plus, here's another way your savings can really stack up. Let the Computer Santa at Outlet Park help you with some great gift-giving ideas. You'll also be automatically registered to win a free IBM personal computer. Saving at Outlet Park. That's the name of the game.
With all you have to do this time of year, relax. Let someone else do the cooking. Kentucky Fried Chicken. And make it easy on yourself. Bring home plenty of delicious Kentucky nuggets when friends drop by. Have a happy holiday with Kentucky Fried Chicken.
TV6, WECT, Wilmington.
Babes in Toyland continues, starring Drew Barrymore, Eileen Brennan, and Richard Mulligan.
We'll let that obnoxious, filthy, waspy meddler enjoy her coach ride, but it's nothing compared to the ride she's gonna get before I'm through with her. But first, we have a few other fish to fry. I think it's time to look into your eyes, sweet Trollard. Show me what my little friends are up to. Show me what I need to know so I can make certain everyone gets what they deserve.
I've never seen anything so brave in my whole life.
Lisa, we're so grateful, but Barnaby's bad, and...
Don't worry about it. No one should ever be afraid to say what they think, unless they say it to Barnaby. He doesn't scare me.
Remind me, beloved Trollard, to extend a very special invitation to young Miss Lisa Cincy-Watsky. Come! We have business at the cookie factory.
That's the forest of the night. Stay away from there, Lisa. Never go outside the walls of Toyland.
Why not?
Because it's filled with nightmare creatures and scary monsters.
Oh, Georgie, that's just Barnaby trying to put you on.
Oh, I don't think so.
Maybe it would be better if you went back home, back to Cincinnati.
I don't want to leave Toyland yet. I want to make sure you and Mary are happy and safe before I go.
Then it's Karen, you... We all agreed Lisa stays.
You're welcome to stay with me for a few days if you can stand my mother. I'd love that.
And next Wednesday, Jack inherits the Cookie Factory Trust, so you certainly won't go hungry.
You'll own the cookie factory?
Well, not exactly. Nobody ever owns the Toyland Cookie Factory. It's more like a sacred trust, which my family happens to have run for hundreds of years.
Our whole economy is based on cookies. They're not just our food. We buy and sell and pay for everything in cookies.
I should have become keeper of the trust when my father died, but Barnaby got a law passed saying I had to be 21 and married.
So by noon, next Wednesday, Jack has to be standing on the steps of Town Hall, married to someone, but I'm not saying any names, Mary Contrary, in order to get the job.
And And if he's not?
Then as my father's brother, Barnaby becomes keeper for life.
And with our luck, he'll probably live to be 300 years old.
Yes, I mean cookie break, cookie break. Open it! Hurry, hurry. This is just the beginning, my beauties. The beginning of Barnaby's master plan. That will take care of Jack, his plans, his marriage, and his friends. Yes. 1 week from today, and everything will be mine.
Wow, this is really wild. A little crowded, but it sure is different.
You can sleep in the heel. This is my room.
But I thought it was the old woman who lived in a shoe.
It was. She had so many children she had to move into a pair of boots, and we bought this one from her.
Oh, really? Hi, Mary. Hi, Humpty. This is my new friend, Lisa. We've met.
Careful, no local gossip. Mom, this is Lisa.
Hi, Mrs. Hubbard.
You know, I forget most things. But in your case, I'm going to try and make an exception.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hubbard, but my mama always taught me to do the right thing. And that's what I did.
Now, what I did was have children. So many children. All very adorable, of course. This is Wee Willie Winky.
Hi.
Peter Piper. Jack and Jill.
Hi.
Hello.
Little boy Blue. Jack
corner.
Hello.
I forget who this one is, but you'll get to know all of them. Oh, now, very contrary, I have something to say to you. Now, what is it? Yes, number 11. How dare you not marry that nice, rich Mr. Barnaby?
And you know perfectly well why not, Mother. Because I don't love him. I love Jack. And I've got Lisa to thank for saving me from making a terrible mistake.
I think that we've had this discussion before, but I'm not sure. Let me check. I know I had something else I wanted to add here. Yes, number 16. Why don't you keep your business out of other people's noses? I think I wrote that down wrong, but you know what I mean.
Mrs. Hubbard, I think the same as your toy master. When two young people love each other, they should be allowed to be together.
Oh, I will not allow such radical thinking in my school.
And a mature man of the world like Mr. Barnaby should be free to marry a more elegant, glamorous woman of the world such as yourself.
She talks a lot of sense, that girl. I mean, that's not a half-bad idea. One thing is for sure. He's got to marry one of us or we're out in the street.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Hubbard. I'm sure we'll find one way or another for you to keep your house.
Oh, I had an idea about that today, too. Yes, number 23. Sell the children.
What?
But not all of them. Just a couple of the little ones, no?
No, Mama.
Okay. Is that out? It's just an idea.
Maybe the toy master could help us.
Yeah, I really want to meet him.
Oh, you will. He's the bestest person in all of Toyland. But first, I think we ought to make sure that Jack and Georgie are okay down at the cookie factory.
Okay, I want to see that too.
Okay, come on, let's take the cars.
Oh, wow, what nifty little cars. Can I drive the pink one?
Well, sure. Can you feed grease the pedal?
I'll try it and see. Yes, just.
Ah, well, that's the only requirement for a Toyland driver's license.
There must be so many great things to do in Toyland. My only problem will be having enough hours in a day.
That's not a problem. It's always daylight here.
Well, if it's always daylight, how do you know when one day ends and another begins?
You just start the day whenever you feel like it. That's why Toyland never had traffic jams. It all started with daylight saving time. We saved so much daylight that there wasn't any need for night. It was the toy master's idea.
That's great. I mean, sensational. I mean, then there's no need for people to say it's too late for things like, you have to take a bath before it gets dark.
But of course, out there in the forest at night, it's always nighttime.
Hello, Mary. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Georgie. Wow. Oh, Nita, what a delicious smell. I'm starving.
Well, that is the best way to come to the cookie factory.
What do you say to a big kiss?
Hello, big kiss.
You again! Cincy Watsky, out the door! Or into the flour grinder. Which shall it be?
I think maybe out the door sounds better.
Lisa's welcome here anytime she likes, whether you like it or not.
Until next Wednesday, she may be. But after next Wednesday, it's over for all of you.
We'll see about that next Wednesday.
Justice Grimm! You've arrived just in time, thank heaven. Arrest that man.
Georgie Porgy?
No, imbecile. The other one.
Your nephew?
Yes, him.
What are you trying to pull now, Barnaby?
You want me to arrest your own nephew?
That's what I said.
On what grounds? What is all this?
Justice Grimm, I regret to have to report a major robbery. 6 months' inventory is missing, involving millions, many millions of cookies.
This is a very serious accusation your uncle is making. Search the place.
Ooh. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of, Justice Grimm. Why would I want to steal from myself? Tell me that. I'm the new trustee.
Because you want to create a federal cookie deficit. Make them hard to get. Drive up the prices for all of the poor people in Toyland. It's a disaster for our economy.
Excuse me, but I know Mr. Barnacle is not telling the truth.
Jack would never do that.
It is a totally ruthless, unscrupulous act. Completely devoid of all moral and social conscience.
It's also a lie. An out-and-out lie!
Justice Grimm, if you would be kind enough to follow me.
Yes, please.
There. Thousands of boxes of cookies gone.
Who is responsible for their safekeeping?
I am, but...
Then I'm afraid this doesn't look too good for you, young man.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the thought of all those poor little teddy bears going hungry is too much.
I'm sorry. I have no alternative.
Justice Grimm, you're making a big mistake.
You're really locking up the wrong person.
Just what exactly are the charges?
Suspicion of grand cookie larceny. Get in.
Thank you, Justice Grimm. This is a very painful moment for me, my own nephew, a criminal. I'll be down to file formal charges in about 3 minutes.
Doesn't look good, but I'll think of something.
There must be something to do to save the day.
Babes in the wood, though that we may be, this little baby is gonna find a way. We're down in the dumps, turn out trumps, yet we'll iron all the bumps, yet we don't know how. It's worse than the mumps, but we'll clear the jumps, yet we'll man all the pumps, yet we must start now, right here and now. Just give me a moment, and I'll think of something. Yes, we'll think of something we three together can do to prove true friends are true. We'll think of something. I've got it! A jailbreak! Yahoo!
NBC Movie of the Week will return following these messages.
Which 35mm camera took these photographs? Here are a few hints. Its autofocus system is incredibly accurate. Its ingenious lens produces images of exacting sharpness. Its range of accessories make it extremely versatile, and its film is based on a brilliant new chemistry. Which 35mm is it? None. It's the amazing new Spectra system from Polaroid. Polaroid. We take your pictures seriously.
There's no single cheese like Velveeta.
'Cause Velveeta is more than one single cheese.
Like Colby, Swiss, and cheddar.
Blended all together for a creamy taste that melts with ease. Velveeta processed cheese spread tastes so fine. Not from natural cheeses do the trick every time. Velveeta really knows how to please. You know it's great when they clean their plate. There's no single cheese by the pound or the slice like Velveeta. Makes you think of kisses and hugs. Gotta get a gun, gotta get a gun. Everyone is full of love. Gotta get a gun, gotta get a gun, gotta get a gun.
You Earth people keep stars in a bowl?
Campbell's chicken and star soup.
Why do you put stars where you speak?
That's the way we eat. Now.
This is the way we eat. Campbell's tastes good.
Kids may be different, but Campbell's knows what they love. That's why we have 6 delicious soups for kids.
If you eat where you speak, do you drink where you listen? Campbell's soup is good food.
The word is out. A Duracell battery will outlast a Kodak Superlife battery by up to 20%. We just can't help crowing about it. Duracell. No battery lasts longer.
Saturday, come home for the holidays when a loving family warms the heart of their mean-spirited landlord.
You got 2 weeks' notice, and that's it.
An all-star cast in Christmas Snow, Saturday.
When you're out shopping for the best this busy holiday season, don't forget about McDonald's Chicken McNuggets. McNuggets come from only the best cuts of chicken. Plump, tender breast or juicy thigh. No wonder they're so good. McDonald's Chicken McNuggets.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
During this special time of year, don't forget to give the gift everyone loves to take back. A $5 book of McDonald's gift certificates.
Jean ever, in the coolest shade of blue. Chick, the female Jean. Get up to $11 back with purchase.
I'm a raisin broker. I know raisins, but I don't understand this Kellogg's Raisin brand. 1 scoop of raisins in a package is plenty. Scoop and a half is really delicious. Scoop and 3/4 will make your head spin. So when Kellogg's went to 2 scoops, nobody could believe it. 2 scoops? I tell you, in the old days, we'd get half a scoop, we'd be dancing in the streets.
Fiber-rich Kellogg's Raisin Bran. 2 scoops is a lot of raisins.
Oh, the night before Christmas, an Oreo cookie's waiting for a special guest.
I'll just take a little rest.
Ho, 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 who's that kid with the Oreo cookies? Eating all the luscious chocolate, licking all the creamy middles, dunking all the crunchy cookies like he did when he was little. It's so hard to hide the kid inside with Christmas and O-R-E-O. Bistro.
The NBC Movie of the Week will return following these messages. Monday, Loretta Young comes home for a touching holiday story.
Does it have a happy ending?
She's a mother struggling to bring her family together for Christmas.
I want them to come because they're ready to put the past behind them.
It shouldn't take a miracle, but it will. In Christmas Eve, Monday.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is John Hart, NBC News.
Good evening. The Independent Counsel Commission to investigate the secret arms deals with Iran and what happened to the money is Lawrence Walsh, former president of the American Bar and a Republican. Vice President Bush said Admiral Poindexter and Colonel North should tell what they know about the deals with Iran and before Christmas. Now this.
My new Olympus is the only autofocus SLR with a built-in flash, like this. In case I want to shoot, like this.
The new Olympus OM77AF, the only autofocus SLR that does it all.
The White House says the president has no plans to replace CIA Director William Casey, who had brain cancer surgery yesterday. The Voyager is halfway around the world with 1,000 pounds more fuel than the crew thought and is expected to get home on the original tank of gas. I'm John Hart in New York.
Ask any child. Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas without a visit to Independence Mall, all aglow with a wonderland of holiday magic. The kids will love Santa's Express as it winds its way through our dazzling decorations. And of course, they'll want to meet Santa himself here every day. Independence Mall helping to make this Christmas the best ever.
Merry Christmas from Independence Mall.
Open every day, including Sundays.
Did you know Harris Teeter had the best deli bakery in town? That's right. Harris Teeter has fantastic variety and low prices.
Like grade A Valley Star Turkey, just 79 cents a pound. Delicious Florida oranges, 5-pound bag, 99 cents. And Parquet margarine, 2 pounds, only 99 cents.
No matter what you're looking for, you'll find it, along with quality, variety, and low prices. So come see us. We're Harris Teeter.
WECT-TV, Channel 6, Wilmington.
Dave's in Toyland continues. Starring Drew Barrymore, Eileen Brennan, and Richard Mulligan.
Hey, Mrs. Hubbard, have you heard the news about Jack?
Oh, do me a favor, leave me alone. I am depressed. I'm very depressed.
He's been arrested. He's in jail. Big trouble.
Really?
Really.
Well, things are looking up.
Jack! Mary! What are you doing here?
Come to get you out. Lisa and George here with Justice Grimm now.
Oh, he won't let me out. He's too afraid of Barnaby.
I know. So we planned a jailbreak.
What's a jailbreak? What's a jailbreak?
I guess it's what people do who love other people so that they can be together.
I just know Jack Nimble's innocent, Your Honorship. He wouldn't steal a cookie from a baby, let alone a whole factory full.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's the way the cookie factory crumbles. Little joke.
Justice Grimm,
Hmm?
has anybody ever told you about Cincinnati?
No. Why should they? What are Cincinnati's anyway? Some kind of Italian cookie? I've never eaten any.
No, you don't eat them. Cincinnati's a place, a very amazing, magical city. Tall, tall buildings reach right up to the sky. One of them is over 30 stories high.
You mean 30 families living on top of each other?
Exactly.
Well, I heard of tall stories, but never one 30 stories high. Another little joke. What was that?
One of the elephants at the Toyland Zoo has a very bad cold. But let me tell you more about Cincinnati.
Watch out.
On the outside looking in,
On the inside looking out.
either way it's fair to say that the feeling's not in doubt.
No way, it's the feeling of falling from a great height. It's the feeling of flying.
It's the feeling of staring at a great white light. There's no denying.
It's the feeling of such intensity. It could knock down 10 city walls.
It excites.
It enthralls.
It delights.
It appalls. That feeling of floating on an ocean full of warm emotions. It's the notion of smoothing on a lotion full of soothing potions.
A sensation that's so sensational, it makes you hit the ceiling.
It's a joke, little love, like a bolt from above.
It's the feeling.
It's the feeling. It's the feeling.
Hey, Georgie, I don't believe it.
Neither do I. I'm not exactly cut out to be a hero.
Oh, I'm thinking cut about 3 heroes out of you, old buddy. Tell Lisa. Come on, let's go.
And this guy, Pete Rose, hit the ball 4,192 times. And all the people stood up and cheered and made him the king of Cincinnati.
I bet they did. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
Well, I really must be going now. But could I at least say goodbye to Jack?
Of course, of course. I'm only sorry. This unpleasant incident. The keys! Where are the keys? He's gone? He's gone! What are you doing? I'm locked in.
I'm sorry, sir, but that's the way the cookie kingdom crumbles. Haha, a little joke. Bye.
A little joke. Let me out!
Jack, we gotta stop Barnaby somehow. I just know he wants to take over all of Toyland.
The Toy Master would never let that happen.
He let Barnaby put Jack in jail.
Yeah, but the Toy Master doesn't know about that.
Well, don't you think it's time he did?
Yes, the Toy Master.
It's that wretched, interfering, Cincy Watsky brat again. I think it's time I invited her and her friends over to play with my little pets.
Come on, guys.
Wow, he must be a pretty important person, the Toy Master.
Well, let's put it this way. I don't think Santa Claus would let just anybody make all the toys for all the children in the world, do you?
No.
Oh, come in, come in. You must excuse the mess.
Hello? Toy Master, forgive us for bursting in like this. We know it's your busiest time, but it really is important.
Never too busy for you, Jack. It's always quite a pleasure. I was really expecting you.
You were? Why?
Well, there's very little goes by anywhere that I don't know about.
The last one I heard say that was my principal. And there was a lot he didn't know.
Toy Master, this is our new friend, Lisa. She comes here from a place called Cincinnati.
I know about that. You must be quite proud of Pete Rose.
Toy Master. Toy Master. We don't know what to do with the eyes.
Oh, eyes? Well, here. That's better. Now she can see and dance and smile. Huh, Lisa?
Toy Master, we need to get some answers to some very important questions.
Well, whether a doll can see is extremely important, Mary.
What's in those cabinets over there?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Something wonderful. Wonderful.
Toy Master. Oh, you're right. They are wonderful.
Yes, they're my pride and joy. But sadly, wooden soldiers aren't much in demand anymore. Children's tastes have changed. Nowadays, they ask for the most peculiar presents.
It's true. Most of the kids I know like the weirdest things, like death ray guns and outer space monsters.
It's appalling.
Toy Master, we've got to talk to you.
Really, sir, for the sake of Toyland.
Well, yes, I'm listening.
Mother, we went up the hill for a pail of water, but Jack fell down and hurt himself.
I did. Oh, put an egg in your shoe and beat it. Get under the sink with the rest of the pipes.
Barnaby accused Jack of being a thief.
Yes, stealing cookies from the cookie factory.
And then Justice Grimm put Jack in jail.
And then we just got him out.
Ah, there they are. Zoom in, Trump.
Barnaby, he's always been a handful, even as a child.
Handful? He's Major League rotten.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret, children. Actually, a very big secret. A secret I've never shared with anyone before.
What secret?
Collecting the evil of the world.
You have?
Yes, I seek it out, and I isolate it. I extract it, and then I distill its essence, and I seal it in here.
In this green bottle?
Boy, would Barnaby like to get his hands on that.
Don't worry, Georgie Porgy, you great fat lump. Barnaby will. I knew that old wizard was up to something, and he's been doing it all for Barnaby. Trollag, my boy.
You can't collect all the evil in the world. There's no bottle big enough for that, of course. But there's room enough in this one for Barnaby's. And somehow we'll get it. Because then and only then will Toyland ever really be safe.
Do you really think you can do that?
Of course, my child. There's no doubt about it. It won't be easy. But then again, worthwhile things never really are. You simply have to believe that they are possible.
Georgie, where'd you get that cookie?
I found it on the floor of the cookie factory. There were just 2 left. I thought they might be evidence.
Georgie, you're eating the evidence.
Georgie's right. They are evidence. If you can show us exactly where you picked those cookies up, Georgie, I'll guarantee you there's another clue close by. And we're gonna find it. Come on.
Nice meeting you, Toy Master. We'll let you know what happens.
All right. Keep in touch, eh, children?
Okay.
What was I doing? Oh, yes, Christmas.
Yummy fruity pebbles in our bowls. Oh, here comes you know who. Yabba dabba fruit, delicious do. Oh, ho, ho, I'm hungry.
Santa, my pebbles!
Your pebbles?
'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred. Happy holidays, pal. Oh, Fred. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Peas. Peas again? Wouldn't it be nice to find something different than peas again? Introducing deluxe vegetables from Birdseye. With Birdseye Deluxe, dinner will never be the same.
Announcing Zales Last Weekend Sale. Your last chance to save at Zales before Christmas. Save 20 to 60% on diamond solitaire rings, earrings and pendants, ladies' diamond rings, men's diamond rings, and more. This weekend only during Zales Last Weekend Sale. Buy now, pay nothing until April of '87, and save on the jewelry you want most for Christmas. Hurry, this weekend only. It's your last chance to save 20 to 60% at Zales.
For removing tobacco and pet odors, these carpet deodorizers perform well. But only one also controls static. Introducing new Static Guard Carpet Deodorizer. More than just another carpet deodorizer.
People can hardly wait to get through Christmas dinner when they know they're getting Baskin-Robbins ice cream cakes made specially for them for dessert. Baskin-Robbins, we've made your Christmas a piece of cake.
I think television's potential is perhaps been realized to a tip of an iceberg. And what needs to be done is to take all those frustrated great script writers and programmers and producers and give them greater elbow room, which all spells greater respect for the limitless potential of the American people to raise their expectations and demand a higher quality TV.
Well, Daddy like it?
Your daddy loves Old Spice.
I love the smell of my daddy.
This Christmas, give your men the clean, masculine scent of Old Spice.
I love the smell of Daddy. And so does Mommy.
Give him the gift he'll love, Old Spice.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you come in. What can I get you?
Some hot cocoa.
All by yourself tonight, huh? Yeah. Well, I let everyone go home early during Christmas. Oh, that was nice of you. Anyone ever tell you what you look like? Well, how have I been this year? Naughty or nice? You don't know. Yeah. So, how much do I owe? Tonight, it's all up.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting this season's slim trim addition to the Kleenex Huggies diaper line, new Huggies Super Trims. Elastic waistband Super Trims feature a unique Super Trim padding to fit better than bulkier diapers. Notice how they absorb just as much wetness and hold it away, so they help stop leaking while they fit better. Slim-fitting new Super Trim diapers from Huggies. What all the happiest babies will be wearing.
Now I can open Campbell's soup with my bare hands. I didn't even know you could get Campbell's soup in a box.
The dry soup's so good,
Noodles.
you know it's Campbell's.
Campbell's soup is good food.
Saturday, come home for the holidays when a loving family tries to warm the heart of their mean-spirited landlord.
You got 2 weeks' notice, and that's it.
An all-star cast in an NBC family special, Christmas Snow. Then on the Golden Girls, Santa makes a house call.
Now it's time to find out who's naughty or nice. Ho, ho, ho.
On Amen, the deacon turns drama coach for the Christmas play. Then it's an American celebration of holiday music. Join John Forsythe and Mac Davis for Christmas in Washington.
Come home Saturday.
We now return to Babes in Toyland.
Come on, you guys. Hurry up.
Coming. We've got to find where those boxes of cookies went.
They couldn't have just vanished into thin air.
Georgie, I want you to show me exactly where you picked those 2 cookies up. Okay, right this way. Okay.
I'll search Barnaby's office. Great. Don't forget to look in places like papers and trash cans, because in Cincinnati, that's the way the policemen solve crimes, by looking for things in peculiar places. We're gonna find something too. We better, or we'll all end up in jail.
There? Jack, is this a clue? Jack? 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 This whole thing is giving me the creepies. Jack? Jack?
I want to share with you, dear boy, the evil scheme that fills my heart with joy. Its evil theme will never cease, 'cause I have created a monster beast. I've put in years of toil and strife to bring the old-time evil dream to life. You'll see my evil powers increase. They've all underrated my monster beast. You see, Sherlock, the dream is about to be fulfilled. Today, Toyland, tomorrow, the world! I have this rendezvous with fate. So much more evil to create. So little love and so much hatred to release. We won't tell the police. The best is yet to be unfurled. The day my special evil rules the world. Horrendous spiky monsters hurl around my feet. How sweet! I'll lie and kill and steal and cheat to make my evil life complete. I'll build a world with no more toys, pure hell for little girls and boys, those gap-toothed, grabby little geese. I'm creating a masterpiece. All right, boys, give the others. You know what to do.
What about the others, Barnaby?
Oh, Jack. I always like to make plans for my friends.
If you so much as lay one finger on Mary, I'll...
Oh, no. You know me better than that. I never use violence, no matter how enjoyable. Unless there's simply no other way, which in this case there is. You are going to write a sweet little note to Mary Contrary telling her that unfortunately you don't love her anymore.
Ha! I'm not writing anything.
You are right, but I tell you to write.
You know what I think? I think what you really want is to destroy Toyland.
On the contrary, I plan to own it, and when I do, there'll be some very interesting changes.
Over my dead body!
If necessary, yes.
Everything Lisa warned us about you is true.
Oh, I hope so.
You run this rotten, evil forest, and you stole all those cookies to discredit me and feed things like that.
Aye, no, Prolock, no. That won't be necessary. No. We don't want to damage Mr. Nimble's writing hand, do we? If you don't write that letter, I'll have Mary brought down here and turned over to my creatures.
You wouldn't.
Wouldn't I? Look into my sweet Trollocs eye. In a few moments, Mary will start searching near the trapdoor. All I have to do is signal Zack and Mac to gag her, bring her down here. For an evil person, I'm really very well organized, don't you think?
I'll read the letter.
Ah. Thank you, Jack.
Where's Jack?
Mary, I don't know. I looked everywhere for him and I can't find him. I looked for him back here in the storeroom and I can't find him. Jack!
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 Jack! Jack! We triggered the alarm. We gotta find a way to turn it off.
How do we stop this?
Everything and none of it's good. Help! Help! Unlock me. Quicker! Quicker! You don't dare! Quiet! Quickly! Quickly! Move on! Move on! Go ahead!
All right. Where is he?
I can explain everything. It's all my fault. I'm the guilty one. I was the brains behind the breakout.
You couldn't be the brains behind a cup of coffee.
Justice Grim, you're really making a very big mistake. Jack just disappeared.
Not as much as he's going to disappear when I get my hands on him.
Believe me, Justice, Jack is innocent. There's only one villain that you should be looking for, and that's Barnaby.
Be that as it may, the law is the law.
If you really want to uphold the law, you'll arrest Barnaby and not Jack.
I believe this letter Jack left will explain everything we need to know. Mary, my dear. Dear Mary, Jack asked me to give you this letter. My guess is he wasn't man enough to give it to you himself.
It's Jack's handwriting. When did he write this and where is he?
Is he all right?
My dear Mary, by the time you read this, I shall have left Toyland forever. I will learn to live with the guilt of what I've done. The great cookie robbery has made me rich for life, and I plan to start a new life in the world beyond the forests of the night. Don't ever try to find me. Our love, like my life in Toyland, is over. Goodbye, Mary, and goodbye to all my former friends. Jack.
Well, I guess that just about wraps up this case, wouldn't you say, Justice?
No, I wouldn't say.
This is a signed confession. I'm sorry, kids. I'll have to keep it. Now you'd all better leave Mr. Barnacle's premises immediately, or I'll have to arrest you for aiding and abetting a criminal.
Take me home, Lisa.
Mary! Mary! Wait for me. I'm coming with you.
Why don't you just arrest that little alien from the planet Cincinnati and that fat nincompoop, and I'll be able to take care of Mary?
Do you anticipate the wedding will be on again?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, didn't you see the twinkle in her eye every time she looked at me?
To tell you the truth, I missed that.
Well, on Wednesday at noon, when we get married and I become permanent supervisor of the cookie factory, you will see her absolutely light up. Then you, Justice Grimm, will get the best view because you are going to be marrying us.
No, I just love weddings.
Good. Good. Let's just hope that this one goes a little more smoothly than the last one. I hate to turn it into a funeral. You know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
After 25 years, people have had it with dishwasher powders all over their dishes. Fortunately, you're about to get a break from powders. Introducing Palmolive Automatic, a revolutionary new liquid made just for automatic dishwashers. Because it's a liquid, it dissolves faster to rinse clean with no powder residue. So you can get on with other things. Try new Palmolive Automatic and break away from powders.
You know, being something of a magician, I like to play little tricks. That's why my friends always figure I'm pulling a fast one, even when I'm not. Like when I make some Maxwell House instant decaffeinated after dinner, my friends will say, "That's decaffeinated? Instant decaffeinated?" They're amazed at how good it tastes. They think I'm pulling their leg. Heck no, I'm picking their pockets.
Anybody seen it? My wallet. Have you seen my wallet, Harry?
Jesus, greetings in our souls.
Yummy fruity pebbles in our bowls. Oh, here comes you-know-who. Yabba dabba fruit, delicious do. Oh, ho, ho, I'm hungry. Santa, my pebbles, your pebbles. 'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred. Happy holidays, pal. Oh, Fred. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast. Ho, 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 ho.
Thank you, Aunt Martha. No, not believable. Try. Thanks. Joe, pretend she just gave you a sundae. But she gives me stuff like this. Try again.
Hey, kids, look who's here.
Thank you, Aunt Martha.
You're welcome.
This Christmas, give something kids love. McDonald's gift certificates, just 50 cents each or 10 for $5.
It is a sundae.
It's a good time for the great taste.
Joe, say thank you.
Of McDonald's.
I forgot.
The NBC Movie of the Week will return following these messages.
Saturday, the NFL plays here when the Broncos battle the Seahawks.
Before your team takes the field, our team hits the air. NFL 86.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is John Hart, NBC News.
Good evening. The White House says it will gladly give any computer records or taped conversations to investigators of the secret arms deals with Iran. Vice President Bush said former National Security Staff members Poindexter and North should tell before Christmas what they know about the arms deals. Speaker Rafsanjani of the Iranian parliament offered to help free American hostages if the U.S. releases Iran's frozen assets. The mating season is over in Shrewsbury, Vermont, but the moose that loved a cow is still in love. Only he knows which one. I'm John Hart, New York. More news later on this NBC station.
Christmas is my favorite time of year because of all those special moments shared with my family. And there's so much to do, like baking all those special things. That's why I go to Hills for all of my groceries, because Hills gives quality in everything.
This week, Hills offers Perky Turkeys, Grade A, 69 cents a pound, and Smithfield Whole Smoked Hams, 99 cents a pound, plus Hills Choice Whole Ribeyes, $2.99 a pound.
Hills, a tradition of sharing good products and low prices with you and your family.
A special season. Belk wishes you all the joyous visions Christmas can bring. You're sure to create memories this Christmas when you give her classic jewelry by Napier. Beautiful pins in an elegant velvet box. Napier, the perfect gift for lasting memories. Happy holidays from Belk.
Come home to New Center 6 for tomorrow's complete weather forecast earlier than you'll see it anywhere else. The late weather earlier, only on New Center 6.
TV6, WECT, Wilmington. Babes in Toyland continues. Starring Drew Barrymore, Eileen Brennan, and Richard Mulligan.
It's a reptile, Barnaby. Ugh. Leave this to me. Yes?
You?
Well, hello, Mr. Barnaby.
Where's my darling Mary?
Oh, I'm afraid she's not at home. She'll be so sorry to have missed you.
I brought these lovely flowers for her.
Oh, they're beautiful. I'll be sure to tell her. She's going to be really thrilled. I don't know what it is about you, Mr. Barnaby, but you sure know how to charm the ladies.
I do. Well, yes, of course I do.
Not only have you got Mary thinking twice, but you've got her mother, Mrs. Hubbard, all jealous about it. You sure are a devil with the ladies, Mr. Barnaby. Bye.
Anybody interested?
Yes. These are for you.
For me?
Yes.
Well, they're lovely. Who sent them?
Mr. Barnaby Barnacle. He admires you very much, but he just doesn't know how to tell you.
That dear, sweet, shy, foolish boy, he can tell me anytime he wants. Pick up my thing. Thank you.
He's come back for me!
No, it's only Fatty.
The answer is no. Wherever Jack is, he's not in Toyland. I've looked everywhere. He's just not here.
He has to be. He wouldn't just leave Mary. And that stuff in the letter about going to a place beyond the forest of the night, I don't believe it.
Well, he's gone, Lisa, believe me. I know every foot of Toyland, and he's just not here.
The letter's real. It can't be. But it is.
There's one place we haven't looked.
Where?
The bowling ball. I've got a hunch about it. Let's go.
From an admirer.
Lisa, this is crazy. Nobody's ever been inside Barnaby's house before. It could be very dangerous.
Don't whip out now, Georgie. I'll go. I'm not scared. I'm not a child.
No, I'll search it. You two stand guard.
But wait a minute, something
I'm sorry, Lisa, but it's time I did something besides cry.
I'd never see you again.
Oh, Jack. Hold me, just hold.
I had to write that letter. Barnaby was going to come after you.
I know that.
Enjoy yourselves, my dears. This is the last time you'll ever touch one another.
Where are we? What is this terrible place?
Well, it may not be everybody's taste, but we call it home. Don't we, sweet Trolla?
You promised me if I wrote that letter, you'd leave her alone.
So what? I once promised Trolla he'd grow up to be cute. Oh, in case you're worrying where we're going, we're off to pay a visit to your old friend, the Toy Master.
You two are the very first to see it. My newest creation.
Toy Master, for once I think there's something more important than a new toy. Jack and Mary have both disappeared, and the way things are looking, we could all end up disappearing.
Oh, my poor Lisa, I can see that you're very upset.
Yes, I am very, and this is no time for anybody to be playing with toys, not even you.
Excuse me, Toy Master, we don't mean to be rude. It's just that we're both very concerned.
Well, it's a very tricky time around here right now, working 24 hours a day and all. And Santa Claus will be by soon to pick up his Christmas toys for the children of the world. We'll just have to manage, eh?
Toy Master, I don't think you really realize what's going on in Toyland. The whole place is in great danger. And you must do something right away. You really must.
What exactly did you have in mind?
Well, for instance, don't you have the power to turn Barnaby into a wind-up pussycat or something? I mean, I don't think you realize how evil he is.
Oh, but what if there's still some good inside of him?
There's no good in Barnaby, sir.
Lisa, I'm afraid that's not precisely true. The struggle between good and evil goes on inside of everyone.
Not in me, old man! Zach, Mac!
Lisa!
Get
careful! Run! Get out of here!
Get out!
No! Be careful! Leave me alone!
Come on, get back here.
Please! Please!
Toy Master. Lovable
Leave him
Toy
alone!
Master.
Don't you hurt the toy master!
Don't hurt the toy master. This is a great moment.
For you, maybe.
It's mine. It's all mine. Oh, the beautiful flask of evil.
You don't need any more evil, Barnaby. You've got enough of your own.
Barnaby Barnacle, don't you dare touch a hair on that child!
I'm not a child.
You're wrong, my interfering little Cincy Watsky. I will use every ounce of evil the Toy Master has so kindly been collecting for me. Every last drop.
Barnaby, what is it exactly that you want? Didn't Santa Claus bring you enough toys last Christmas?
I don't want toys, you old imbecile. I want Toyland. All of it, and it shall be mine. And come that happy day, there will be no more toys. No more cookies. No more sunshine. But my world, a new world, filled with darkness, death, and destruction. Oh, I am really looking forward to that.
Barnaby, you are a taker in the land of giving. Don't you realize you can never conquer Toyland? Never.
We will see about that, old man. They're all yours, Trolog. Enjoy your little treat.
Toy Master, help us! What are we gonna do?
I would suggest we try and escape.
It's Red Lobster's crab legs and...
Crab legs and lobster, and how about crab legs and fresh fish, and now more.
A half-pound of snow crab legs in your choice of 8 seafood favorites starting at $7.95 at Red Lobster now. Red Lobster presents The Platters.
Oh, yes, it's the holiday season.
A medley of party platters to go.
Heavenly taste of shrimp and crab claws. It's party time.
Call Red Lobster for party platters to go.
Will Daddy like it?
Your daddy loves Old Spice.
I love the smell of my daddy.
This Christmas, give your men the clean, masculine scent of Old Spice.
I love the smell of Daddy. And so does Mommy.
Give him the gift he'll love, Old Spice.
You'd probably laugh if I told you that now all you need on your heaviest days is a thin pad. So, I'll show you. You see, new Sure and Natural's improved to protect on heavy days. Inside, there's this new ultra-absorbent core that locks in wetness, even better than thick pads. Now that you can wear new Sure and Natural from day one, why wear anything else?
New improved Sure and Natural Maxi Shields, the thin pad you can wear from day one.
Only one cold tablet can say it relieved my stuffy nose in space. Only Actifed.
Only one cold tablet can say it relieved my sneezing in space. Only Actifed.
Only Actifed has been on every manned U.S. space flight since Apollo 7. It comes to you full strength without a prescription. Only Actifed is the cold tablet most recommended by doctors.
Only one cold tablet can say all that.
Only Actifed.
Come home for the holidays to the magical musical adventure for the whole family. It's Annie. Then share an American tradition.
I love it.
With seasoned greetings that'll make you smile. Bob Hope's bag full of Christmas cheer. And it's a celebration as Ed Begley Jr. and Dennis Weaver join Grammy winner Amy Grant heading home for the holidays Sunday.
Babes in Toyland continues.
Starring Drew Barrymore, Eileen Brennan, and Richard Mulligan.
I'm here to fight the rope.
Wash your hands, my child.
Good job. Help me now. Stay away from me.
That's it. We'll paint his eye out.
Barney's a little beauty.
The trunk. I shall have this little surprise put out into the forest of the night. Lisa, you and Georgie must find a way to get the flask of evil back.
We must?
Why us? What? Well, because I'm old and you are young. And the challenge of protecting good from evil eventually always falls to the young. Even here in Toyland. This is how we protect our traditions.
In that case, we'll get that flask back for you. No matter what we have to do, we'll get it back.
Georgie, are you crazy? You're supposed to be the scaredy cat.
I am scared, Lisa. But I'm more scared of Barnaby having the flask of evil. That really terrifies me.
Ah, Georgie, you are a very brave fellow. Lisa, come. I won't be able to go along with you on this one. You and Georgie will have to do this yourselves. I have many treasures here, and I must guard them.
Okay, you're the toy master. Come on, Georgie.
Thank you, Toy Master.
Oh, you're quite welcome. What was I doing? Oh, yes, Christmas.
Oh, Mr. Barnacle, I just have to dash right out here and thank you for your lovely flowers.
Flowers? I didn't send you any flowers. This woman is crazy.
Oh, you silly shy boots. My first husband was very shy, too. You know, I find shyness the most attractive trait in a man. So how do you like my new dress?
It's attractive, fine, but right now I'm in a big hurry.
Would you like to drop by my shoe? I've got some fine gumdrop wine.
I'm a teetotaler.
Oh, all right, then tea it is.
No, really, I have no time.
Well, how's that adorable little pet of yours? What is it, a Pekingese?
Frolog is a dwarf troll.
Oh, it must be a very rare species.
Yes, yes, indeed, unique.
And I suppose, to you, a man's best friend is his dwarf troll.
He has his uses. You might say he's more like my watchdog.
Did you ever find all of those missing cookies? I was just
Yes,
so
indeed, I have. Yes, I have that little mystery.
Yeah.
I have that little mystery well under control. Now.
Huh?
If you will excuse me.
Oh, such a handsome man like you. You shouldn't have to work so hard. Shouldn't have to do.
Well, thank you. You are a very attractive woman yourself, now that I see you out of your usual heavy-duty gingham.
You know what touched me most about those flowers were the lilies. Oh, the trumpets. Such trumpets. Such trumpets.
Come.
Bye-bye, shy boots. You come back soon. Bring back that cute little dwarf, Pollock. I'll buy the pink bow.
Well,
Two Till we meet again, my sweet.
George, you've suddenly gone from being jelly-legs to Superman.
You saw Barnaby with that hideous trolley thing? Where we're going is where things like that are.
That's a good reason for not going there.
But don't you see? That's where Jack and Mary are. In the forest of the night.
George, you're a 300-pound genius. Don't you think we should be armed or something?
Good idea.
Good old Pete Rose.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm just suddenly missing Cincinnati for the first time.
I'm missing something too. Some plain old common sense. Lisa, you're not coming with me. You've already done enough, and I'm not gonna let you risk your life. Now it's just me.
But Jack and
On my responsibility.
They're my friends too.
I know.
And I'm not a child.
Here I am in a world of fantasy, thinking back to a world I plan to see again someday. But when, who can say? I guess when I get the itch, when I work out which world is which. I live in two worlds, one made of dreams. Which one seems more real? The real world is not what it seems, but the world of dreams is awful real. My two worlds so far apart, which one rules my heart? The answer, and I think I'm smart, is it's hard to tell the two apart. I know where I am in fantasy, and what I don't like I can always change. But the trouble I have with reality is it's awful hard to rearrange. Two worlds, which do I choose? Where will I win? Where will I lose? Maybe I'll learn before the day is done. To make my two worlds one. Which one? Which
I'm going with you. My mind is made up, no arguments. We're okay.
You Earth people keep stars in a bowl,
Campbell's Chicken and Star Soup.
Campbell's tastes good.
Kids love Campbell's special soups for kids.
I like your planet. Good food.
Now I can open Campbell's soup with my bare hands. I didn't even know you could get Campbell's soup in a box.
The dry soup's so good.
No.
You know it's Campbell's.
Campbell's soup is good food.
Get your teeth shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It chews the salt, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya. Pour it on Quaker fruit and cream. Stir it up, Quaker fruit and cream. What a taste, what a dream. The cream of the crop, Quaker fruit and cream.
Quaker introduces fruit and cream instant oatmeals, bananas and cream, blueberries and cream, peaches and cream, and strawberries and cream. 4 rich, smooth tastes you won't find in any other cereal.
The cream of the crop, Quaker fruit and cream. Instant oatmeal, Quaker fruit and cream. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little more of this, a little more of that. Give yourself a pat, give your guy a pat. Give them all a little pat of butter. Taste some of this, taste some of that. Lots of this and lots of that. Give your kid a pat, give your friend a pat. Give them all a little pat of butter.
Serve them the best, because they deserve it. Pure, fresh, natural dairy butter. It has the same calories as most other spreads, just 36 per pat.
Have some of this, have some of that. Give them all a little pat of butter. Give them all a little pat of butter.
NBC Movie of the Week will return following these messages.
Football, baseball, and rock and roll this week on Friday Night Videos.
Hi, I'm Bill Shatner. Join me this week on Saturday Night Live with the musical group Lone Justice.
This is the News Center 6 update.
I'm Ken Murphy.
I'm Frances Weller.
Robinson County has been singled out as North Carolina's worst illegal drug problem area, as today a sheriff's deputy was indicted for drug dealing.
In Wilmington, drug agents get help from man's best friend in tracking down and apprehending pushers, and tonight we'll see some of them in action. These stories and more for you, plus all the sports action with Steve and John's weather forecast for the weekend.
Coming up on News Center 6 at 11.
There's magic in Christmas. And the magic can be yours when you shop at Brundle's. For a great cup of coffee, try this Mr. Coffee 12-cup drip coffee maker. Has electronic 24-hour digital timer control. You'll be cooking in a flash with a Toastmaster Kitchen Dimension microwave oven with 10 power levels. Fits flush under the cabinet. There's magic in Christmas at Brundle's.
Hello there. When you see me...
Me too.
Think of Power Swain Chevrolet. When you don't see us, you can think of what you please.
WECT-TV, Channel 6, Wilmington.
Babes in Toyland continues. Starring Drew Barrymore, Eileen Brennan, and Richard Mulligan.
Something's happened to Trelog. It's not like him to stay out this late. If they've harmed my precious little baby, I'll make them pay a terrible price. All right. It's almost time, sweethearts. Just be patient a little while longer. Soon, we will have it all. All. You hear me? Endless power for every one of us. Yes. Trelog. Please, Trelog, come.
Jack, I'm so scared.
Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you.
What can you do against a pack of monsters like that?
Outthink them, outrun them, escape. But the one thing we can't do is panic.
Welcome. We've been expecting you.
I wish we could say we are glad to be here.
I'd watched my manners if I were you, Cincy Watsky. Now that I have this, and my loyal legion of lovely pets waiting.
He's got trolls, hundreds of ugly trolls, who eat all the cookies.
Yes! And just one small dose of these precious evil vapors, and they will be unconquerable! I will be master of Toyland.
You're the monster of Toyland, Barnaby. How could you ever wish evil on the most wonderful place that ever existed? You're insane.
Well, yes! Now, I want you all to try it. You'll like it. And it was you, Cincy Watsky, who cost me my beloved Trelog, so I've decided to turn you into him.
Look, Uncle Barnaby, if you want the factory, take it. Just don't harm my friends.
Jack, just a few whiffs of this, and you will all become Barnaby's servants. You will all become creatures of evil. Be my guests.
Don't breathe it. Just don't breathe it. What are we supposed to breathe, Jack? I thought you loved Mary.
I love her even more. As my troll princess. You will be my favorites. My new favorites. And now I'll go get my other little pets so you all can meet each other.
Don't give in to it, fight it! Mary, don't give in to it, fight it! You mustn't! Jack! Georgie! Don't breathe it! Just don't breathe it! Just fight it! You must!
You too, Lisa!
Nothing's happening to me. I guess I'm immune because I've read Cincinnati. Yes, Cincinnati! Please put it on with me. It'll help keep your mind straight.
I come from CINCINNATI, Cincinnati, the best town you know, HIO, Ohio, USA.
Come on, Toy Master said there was good and evil in all of us. Hold on to the good inside of you.
They named it Cincinnati, so they say. Hey, the girls are pretty, pretty in this pretty little city. The fellas are the feistiest I've seen.
Mary, we love you. Come on.
They knock the socks off all teams on the green. Come me to one is indefensible. The facts are common sensible.
She's Ohio Maserati,
Cincinnati's at the center of the
I told you Cincinnati was a great place.
Oh, my glorious friends! I am ecstatic to tell you that tomorrow I will stand on the steps of Toyland Town Hall, and there I will receive the sacred trust. Then all of Toyland will be ours! Now come and meet my latest converts! Now you are free to join the other troll comrades. Come back! Mary, you're even more beautiful as a warmonger.
Okay, gang, let's move.
I tried to do things nicely, but no, now it's war. You hear me? To Toyland! I want everyone destroyed! I want vengeance for Trollard!
We've got to reach Toyland first! Come on, come on!
Stop! I smell sugar and spice and everything nice. I smell Sensei Watsky, and we're very close. Follow me. Come with me. Sensei Watsky, Barnaby is coming for you.
Ready?
I'll smack the smiles off their face. I'll kick the giggles out of their heart. No more being subtle. Get out of here. There they are. There, trapped. There, back. That's the little one. I want her. I want the little one. Simply Lusky. She's mine.
You keep away from Lisa.
All right, Jack. This time you will escape. I'll get you too. You can't walk. I'll get you, Jack.
Bring me up the yellow.
Go after him. I'll get Cindy Lusky. Go. Yes, you Cindy Open the door! This is it! Don't be anxious! Open it! Open it! Welcome to Toyland! Yes? It's all yours? Come, my beauties! Yes! Yes, come! Come! Hurt the nice people! Yes!
You talk to him, Lisa. You gotta make him understand. He can understand when he wants to.
Toymaster, Barnaby is attacking Toyland. His monsters will take control of everything.
Toymaster, don't just stand there. You've got to do something.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
There's gotta be something.
I have only toys here. Toys cannot protect us from anything. As long as there is one person within these walls who can't believe in them.
Who doesn't believe in toys?
There is one person who was never really a child. Life made her grow up too fast. And so she could never really believe in toys or childhood.
It must be you, Lisa.
Me?
You're always saying I'm not a child. And I guess maybe you never have been.
that he's right, Lisa.
Lisa, listen to me. I know there's not very much time, but I'm not the one who can save Toyland. You are. Only you.
What do I have to do?
Simply believe. Believe in Toyland and all that it stands for. As long as you cannot believe in Toyland, I'm afraid everything is lost.
If you can see through the eyes of a child the wonderful world that children see, believe you me, you will never grow old. You will always be free to be beguiled. If you can think with the mind of a child, believe and be lost in fantasy. Believe you me, that's more precious than gold. You will always hold in your childlike mind precious dreams other folks don't find. If you, like me, can think and see through the wondering eyes and mind of a child.
Do you want to believe, Lisa?
Yes, I do. More than anything. I guess life just made me grow up too fast. Although I do still have my teddy, I kept Teddy.
Did you hear that, everybody? She kept her teddy.
Yes, I kept my teddy, and I miss him. He guards over my little brother Joey.
Then you do still remember how important toys can be, Lisa. Say that you really remember, Lisa.
Remember, Lisa. Say that you remember.
Yes, I do remember. Toyland has made me remember. I always wanted to be a kid. I always wanted to play with toys. I believe in all of you. And I am still just a kid. I really am. Toy soldiers, don't you see? I believe in you. I believe in you and all the toys. And all of Toyland, I really do.
You pour a glass of milk real tall, getting calcium and vitamins and loving it all. Looking good. Come on, everybody, milk that kick. Health kick, do that kick. Come on, everybody, do that kick. America's favorite health kick, milk.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Santa Claus.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
Dad, it still works.
There's no better gift than the sound of your voice.
Hey, come home for the holidays and grab a bag full of Christmas cheer. Ho, ho, ho!
Don't miss a 1-hour Bob Hope special following Annie's Sunday.
Monday, Loretta Young stars in a touching Christmas story as a mother struggling to bring her family together for the holidays. In Christmas Eve, Monday.
Hopscotch Lane. Drive them into the forest. With courage, they can be beaten. They will be beaten. Go!
I always said this neighborhood was going downhill.
Go, Barnaby! Loves you, go!
You! So pretty, so nice. Now you'll come with me and be my troller!
Not quite yet, Uncle Barnaby.
Jack not be nimble, Jack be dead.
It was Barnaby who made you monsters evil. He's the one to blame for this horrible mess. No one else.
I'm still gonna get you, Cincy Waspy brat. I'm gonna get you.
Barnaby Barnacle, you still haven't learned, have you? For your evil against Toyland, you are hereby banished to the forest of the night. Forever.
You can't do that to me. You can't. I don't control them anymore.
Officer.
Toy soldiers! You brainless idiots! Stop! No! Attack! Get
Toyland is finally free of evil. You've done it, Lisa.
Me?
Yes, you remember the eternal dream of childhood. You believe. You set the toy soldiers free.
You have to answer 2 questions. First, are you 21 years old?
No, but I will be tomorrow.
Second, are you married?
No, but I will be tomorrow.
That's good enough for me. Then, by virtue of the power vested in me as Justice of the Peace of Toyland, and based on the most cherished wishes of your beloved father, Jack Nimble Sr., I hereby proclaim that the sacred trust of the Cookie Factory now falls under your benevolent supervision.
I can't believe it's all finally worked out, and the trust is safe again.
I declare tomorrow to be Toyland's most delicious wedding day.
People can hardly wait to get through Christmas dinner when they know they're getting Baskin-Robbins ice cream cakes made specially for them for dessert. Baskin-Robbins, we've made your Christmas a piece of cake.
Introducing the affordable K40 from Kodak.
35 millimeters, it's easy. The simple thing is 35, for pictures that just come alive. Kodak's newest 35.
Congratulate me.
there's a nice hot way to spice up your day. Mexican Velveeta is here.
Make your enchiladas a little bit hotter
With the peppery cheese blend of the year. Mexican Velveeta processed cheese spreads just right for giving a nacho a real macho bite. With Mexican Velveeta, you'll say, for peppers and cheese, specially blended to please. There's no single cheese, hot or mild, like Mexican Velveeta.
This is William Shatner with a holiday message to all my friends. You won't be getting any gifts this year because instead of shopping, I'll be hosting Saturday Night Live with the musical group Lone Justice.
Saturday, the NFL plays here when the Broncos battle the Seahawks.
Before your team takes the field, our team hits the air. NFL 86.
Hi, I'm Ken Murphy.
And I'm Tawana Randolph from Harvard High.
We want to talk with you about speech.
That's right, speech. Successful people establish effective communication habits.
Speaking well can get you many places. If you can express yourself, you might get that job you're after or a better grade.
Or even that special person you've had your eye on.
Good speech.
Make it talk for you.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, I love it. John, you're great.
Honey, open the door. All right, where is he?
Johnny Carson, a member of the family. Come home to the Tonight Show.
TV6, WECT, Wilmington.
May we wish you the happiest marriage anyone ever knew. May the years to come become the best years ever for you. From today till forever, may they never be unkind. May you find health and happiness, more than happiness, peace of mind. May all mankind. And so we wish you the happiest marriage anyone ever knew. May the years to come become the best years ever for you. So we wish you the happiest marriage, the happiest birthday, the happiest Christmas. May you two be the happiest
You look so beautiful.
For you.
Do you marry contrary Hubbard? Take this man, Jack Nimble Jr., to be your husband, to love and cherish and give him a lot of fun and love with your whole heart till the end of time.
I do.
And you, Jack Nimble Jr., do you take the breathtaking Mary to be your beautiful, loving wife from this moment on? To love and be unbelievably kind to share the joys of Toyland and all your hopes and dreams with, forever and a day.
It's not long enough, but I do.
Then, by virtue of the almost unlimited power vested in me by the Toymaster, I now pronounce you man and wife.
how Toyland should always be.
Toy Master, I really must go home now. My real home.
Yes, it's time.
But how do I do it?
Well, it should be very easy for you, now that you've learned that no one ever really grows old. I mean, not completely. And when you remember childhood, you'll think of Toyland.
Do I have to grow up at all?
It won't be so bad.
But just when I was really beginning to get the hang of being a kid, I thought I could just go home and feel the same way I do here and now.
Well, then, don't be in such a hurry to become an adult. It'll all happen quite soon enough, believe me. And one day, when you're all grown up, you must remember to keep the child in you alive.
Will I always be able to do that?
Of course, forever. You must. It'll come in very handy around income tax season or on very rainy days. And most important, you will never grow old.
If you can think with the mind of a child,
Believe and be lost in fantasy.
believe you me, that's more precious than gold. You will always hold in your childlike mind.
Precious dreams other folks don't find.
If you, like me,
can think and see through the wondering eyes
and mind of a child.
One day I will come visit your planet, Cincinnati.
I'll be waiting.
Lisa, what am I gonna do without you?
How can we ever thank you?
I miss you.
Oh. Dear, I hate goodbyes.
You know, I never really did like that Barnaby. Would you like to come by my shoe for dinner sometime?
I'd be delighted.
Say goodbye to the Toy Master.
Well, we should have a nice trip, Lisa, if you don't mind a few bumps.
Toy Master!
Take the Milky Way, all the way. Hang on, child, and look out for the shooting stars.
Oh, we were so worried about you, darling.
Oh, I'm so happy to be home. Where's little Joey?
Oh, now, Lisa, stop acting like a mother. He's upstairs sleeping. Warm and toasty in his little bed. We're just so happy that you're all right.
Oh, Mary, Jack, and George, you're all here. I'm so happy to see everybody again. I was in this town filled with talking toys and Mother Goose people. And horrible monsters tried to eat me alive.
Well, of course they did, honey. Oh, that reminds me, I must call the pest control people.
I'll bet Barney from the store was the worst monster of the lot.
Oh, yes, he was. He was.
Oh, Lisa, you shouldn't say things like that. You're a very lucky little girl after what happened to you tonight.
I just wish you could have all been there and met the Toy Master. He's the most wonderful man I've ever met. And I live in the heel of a big shoe. And I had so many wonderful, wonderful friends.
Of course you did, honey. They told me, that you bumped your head a little.
Yeah, that was some sled ride you had.
But I'm fine now.
We were all so frightened when you went flying out of that Jeep.
It's my fault. I'm sorry. I just couldn't get to the sled in time.
Oh, don't be sorry, Georgie. I've had the most wonderful time I've ever had in my whole life. Oh, Mom, the tree is so beautiful. As beautiful as all the things the Toy Master taught me.
Oh, he must be a very wise man.
He was. He taught me that it was in our hearts that we must stay young and try to be good. And above all, we must believe. And then we'll always have a Merry Christmas and everything, won't we? Always and always and always.
Tonight, the king of late night, Johnny Carson, welcomes the one and only Bob Hope and singer Barbara Mandrell to The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Then, sports commentators Bob Costas and Ahmad Rashad talk about hits with the Mets' Ron Darling on Friday Night Videos. With music videos from Van Halen, the Pointer Sisters, Bruce Springsteen, the Bangles, and more. Tonight on NBC.